So welcome back to another episode. Now Sega got in touch with me and they said, hey, can you help us promote Phantasy Star Online 2? And I started laughing. I thought, I've been doing that for the last 12 years because I'm a huge fan of Phantasy Star. It was the very first video that I ever did on YouTube was Phantasy Star and my love for that very first game. And then that translated into the online games, and I started playing those 20 years ago with the original Phantasy Star Online, and then I did version 2, then I did the GameCube version, then I did Phantasy Star Universe, and that brought me into the year 2020 when the beta for Phantasy Star Online 2 was finally going to be released. And I started off the year, I was very, very sick, and it was the one thing that gave me something to look forward to, and I really enjoyed playing the beta into the full game. Now today I thought I'd talk about all of the reasons why I personally think that Phantasy Star Online 2 is worth playing. And it's available on Xbox and on PC. And to start with, it's free. It's a free action online RPG that you can just jump straight into and start playing instantly with your friends. You don't have to do anything crazy, you can just start playing. And that's what the beta was. The beta showed that's what the game was going to be about. And that's what this game is all about. You jump in, and the thing is there's so many levels just to go and explore with your friends, run around, and boy, it's a lot of fun. Collecting rare weapons, joking around with your friends. For me, Phantasy Star Online has been the game, but it's also been the social interaction, and that's what this game absolutely has. My next reason for playing the game is this. Is the skins that you can get in the game itself. Now for me, I'm a bit of a nostalgia fan for the original games as well, and here's what is amazing. I could unlock all of the old character skins, so I could play as my original characters from Phantasy Star Online the way they looked back then in the new game. And I was running around lobbies and I just felt so at home. I could also unlock Phantasy Star Online music and play it in my home room, and that was something that I really enjoyed as well. There's so many ways to optimize your character and look in this game, it is off the charts. Now the one thing about a game like this, it's all about going out into the levels and finding rare loot. And my god, this game has a lot of rare loot. Even if I look in the art books, which I collect all the art books for Phantasy Star Online and Online 2, if you flip through this and see all of the weapons, this is probably the best way I can highlight the amount of items within this game. It's so ridiculous, and some of the designs are so awesome. So me and my friends love going through all the levels, trying to find amazing new items, and then testing them out. Another very impressive thing in this game is the boss encounters. They are gigantic. They are the size of the screen, and you and your friends running around trying to take them out is always a lot of fun. And there's so many different bosses as well. It's not just one or two or three. There is a ton load of bosses. Never mind gigantic enemies walking around the screen that are off the charts crazy. Like I've never seen such imaginative, crazy enemies coming at me from all different directions. And it's about taking them out, getting through the levels, getting the loot, and getting the heck out. But so much fun to fight all of these creatures, and what amazing designs. And as I mentioned earlier, it's about social interactions. It's about meeting brand new people to play with and to go on these brand new adventures. And sometimes for me and my friends, it's just about finding a very quiet place to have a chat and enjoy the beautiful sunset. And there's a lot of really weird stuff in this game that just keeps me hooked as well when you're running around real life environments set in our time and you're fighting cars and trucks. I'm just like, this is off the charts. I remember seeing the mech suits flying in to fight the World War II ship, and I'm like, this has gone crazy. This is nuts, and I absolutely loved it. Here's the thing I want to say as well. Sometimes when you jump into this game, you're like, whoa, there's a lot to take in because there's so many features within the game itself. But here's what I want to say. You can play it totally casual or as hardcore as you want, because you can upgrade every single weapon and you can totally optimize your character to the highest degrees, or you can just jump online with your friends and go in and casually fight some monsters, and have a good time. The experience is whatever you want it to be. So the game has been out for a while in Japan. It hasn't even been out for a year over here yet, but they're giving us 8 years of content stretched into 1 year. So you get to experience all those different chapters. So right now we've got chapter 5, and then chapter 6 is coming out. Chapter 6 will be the final chapter released because something big is coming. And this is where I get into one of the main reasons to play Phantasy Star Online 2, is this. Phantasy Star Online New Genesis is going to be released in 2021. Now what is that? A lot of people have been asking that. It's a whole brand new game that is free to play, and it is a part of Phantasy Star Online 2. So you can take your characters from Phantasy Star Online 2 and bring them into New Genesis. Now, New Genesis is not an expansion, it's a full new game. It's an open world game. So it's not these hub levels, it's a full open world exploration game. You can go online with your friends and explore at your leisure. This is a very exciting thing because it's been completely updated with brand new graphics, and that is what's going to happen. They're going to update the graphics for Phantasy Star Online 2 as well to make them merge a lot better between character models going into one to the other. So that is something that is super impressive and super exciting coming in 2021. That's one big reason to play Phantasy Star Online 2, because you can bring your character into the new game, which is so exciting. And I really wanted to come in and talk about New Genesis because I think that's one of the most exciting things. But as I say, you got 2 more chapters coming out, chapter 5 and chapter 6. So for me, this is a no-brainer to play this game. So this was a very easy video for me to do because the game is that good. There's so many reasons to jump in and play right today. As I say, it's on Xbox and on PC. And in the year 2021, it's going to get even better with New Genesis. So anyways, guys, until next time.